obviously changed over the last couple of years. If you were playing now, you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5 the way the game is evolved.
And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you could do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less hand-checking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did from the Peja Stojakovic's and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide-open lane to the basket.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. Conley with a wide-open look. Again, Conley missing.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Here is Conley. After the basket by Los Angeles, he dishes it to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
James against O'Neal. Stolen by O'Neal. Now here's Conley. Defense is right there. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court. You know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Free throw good, LeBron.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. 5 to shoot. Outside Conley. There's the 3. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roll that freely on the glass.
O'Neal against LeBron. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Here's Drummond. Gobert with the block. O'Neal against LeBron. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. The dish now to Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Gobert can't hit. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them.
Here's Mitchell following the basket by Anthony Davis. Great D that time from Davis.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Schroeder, left side. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Drummond.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Conley finds Gobert. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And there's the pass to Conley. Lets it go. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
O'Neal against LeBron. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Mitchell outside. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pass to Davis. LeBron outside. Pass to Schroeder. Back to LeBron. Floats one up, and it's good on the way up.
James likes pulling out the floater from time to time. Such a soft touch close to the basket.
And here is Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The drive by Mitchell. That one, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 4. There's the pass to Drummond. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Andre Drummond, still a very potent scorer inside, Chris, but he's leveled off a bit with his production.
Yeah, Kevin, he'll get you about 15 or 16 a night, but I don't know if he'll ever be a 20-point per game type of scorer. He's working on his free throws, so he could get there. A lot of fans were hoping that he'd grow into more of a scorer, but it seems like he's best off as a complementary offensive piece.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
James finds Davis up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, you got to love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Jazz trail by 9. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And it's Conley penetrating to the paint. Can they get it? Gobert can't hit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Caldwell Pope with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Caldwell Pope kicks it over to Schroeder. Five on the clock. Here's Davis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yep, that one goes.
The shifty nature of Conley, Greg. I mean, he uses it so well when he sees a lane open up.
Here's Schroeder. Michael Conley making his last shot. James outside. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Knocks down the 10-footer. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. Facing one of the game's truly elite players in Anthony Davis, he said, an all-around player, he'll find a way to affect the game. We've got to build a wall, force him to be a playmaker.
Yes, sir.
Devin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
And Mitchell drops them both. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
A little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds.
Numbers for Mitchell. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 23 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
Now here is Conley. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Pass to O'Neal. Bogdanovich against Davis. Jazz passing it around. Clock at 6. Gobert trying to get open, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well. shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Conley scanning the floor. A sweet little floater. Conley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A real weapon of Conley's. I mean, he has a floating jump shot down pat. It's almost unguardable.
Conley against Schroeder. Pass to Davis. Drummond trying to get himself free, and that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 12 in the game. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. 7-point differential. O'Neal passes to Conley. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Lakers shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. James, left side. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the first. And the three ball is good. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gobert finds Conley. Pass to Mitchell. This one for three. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Floats it up for Davis. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later. Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Schroeder passes to Drummond. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Schroeder. James outside. Schroeder surveying the floor. Outside, Davis jacks up a three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vallanos. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Gobert. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 4 spot. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hand.
Count that one. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
And the first one at the line is good. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The Tomahawk Jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's so
you did
tough,
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Jogic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something. Give me something.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Clarkson. 9-point game his last outing. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, trailing by 10. Here's Ingles. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mitchell's shot is good.
He's not their first option too often, but he can hit the 3 when he's on.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. James has a 2-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Inside, here's Bogdanovich. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting ball down low.
Stolen by Mitchell. He kicks to Clarkson. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
Now here's Schroeder. And the pass to Kuzma. Over Bogdanovich. Kuzma can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 3. Passes it to Clarkson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And going to the free throw line will be Clarkson. Confident move there.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
One falls for him.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both look up in the Raptors and seeing those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Pass to Harrell. Stolen by Mitchell. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And the rejection by LeBron.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Mitchell against Schroeder. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. wing, Ingles. Over James. They get it back. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Shoots over Schroeder. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Rudy Gobert. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Chris, more and more, we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home, it's really cool. But on the road, it's great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Yeah.
Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
Looking now at some numbers for Schroeder, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Morris against Bogdanovich. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Floats it up there for Harrell. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Mitchell against Schroeder. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Clarkson. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Schroeder passes to Harrell. Down low, here's Morris. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Dishes to Schroeder. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Jazz trail by 3. Now Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. The Jazz have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And Mitchell drops them both. Here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Passes to Caruso. A floater, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Schroeder's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Mitchell is doubled. Bogdanovich against Morris. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. Lakers leading by 3. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Harrell. He dishes it to Schroeder. Misses the 3. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working to round out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Utah with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Jazz have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gobert. C-Web last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And he makes both free throws. Here's Caldwell-Pope. 5 points in the game. The dish to Morris. He kicks to Schroeder. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Gobert finds Moutier. Caldwell-Pope against Clarkson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Solid on defense right there. But Clarkson using his height and length to full advantage.
Schroeder passes to Harrell. Back to Schroeder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, is the biggest what-if story? Had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill.
Shooting 2.
He was Mr. Triple-Double. You know, he and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, and to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden, who got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Schroeder hits them both. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Clarkson. The pass to Ingles. Gobert with it. Nice ball movement by Utah. Moutier kicks to Clarkson. And it's off from 3-point range. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And again, no good by the Lakers.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Back to Clarkson. The offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. Last season, he played outstanding. First in rebounding, 8th in steals, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. The first free throw is good.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
And Gobert drops them both. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Ingles can't get it to go. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket for Moutier.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Schroeder. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanović is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Caldwell Pope finds Schroeder. Shoots over Clarkson. And again, the Lakers no good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Bogdanović dishes to Gobert. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. A minute 50 left in the first half. The wide open look here for Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. Moutier with the ball. It's Bogdanović on the wing. Over Morris. Hangs. And it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Schroeder against Ingles. Releases from 15. Moutier with the rebound. And 1:01 left now here in the second. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Emmanuel Moutier taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Utah also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Both free throws good from Moutier.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Passes it to Davis. Over Ingles. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Over to the left wing. Here's Moutier. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Moutier against Schroeder. Braun right side. Caldwell Pope outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Caldwell Pope's got 8.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Now, here's Clarkson from deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half the shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. It's a 1-point game. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And it's Davis with the jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
A perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Gobert. Mitchell outside. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Drummond. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. Caldwell Pope right side. Dishes it to Davis. Clock at 4. Back to Caldwell Pope. From about 19 feet, Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. From 15 feet away, and it's Mitchell missing. Lakers leading by 3. And they double up LeBron. Outside for Davis. Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. On the wing, Mitchell. And the rejection by James.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror. He's relentless. I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1, and, of course, Montrezl Harrell.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
That's good from Schroeder. And so he makes both from the line. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. Mitchell outside. Again, Mitchell missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. And he makes the first. Them both. Here's Conley. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Conley. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Pass to Drummond. Good by Bogdanovich.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 18.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
O'Neal against Drummond. O'Neal kicks to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now here's Davis. 17 points in the game. Off target from the baseline.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Schroeder leading the charge.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. And it's sent back by Drummond.
An intimidating big man with physical tools that are hard to come by. Drummond loves to send shots.
And James throws it down.
So many of his points have come from within inches of the bucket. I mean, he lives to attack the rim.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, they'll take that, but they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
James kicks to Drummond. The pass to Davis. Over Mitchell. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Drummond. 19 points for Anthony Davis.
And you see the work Drummond has put into passing the ball. Solid at spotting the open man.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. Shoots over Schroeder. Here's Gobert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got 16 points.
Oh, the floor's general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
James looking it over. Here's Davis. They get it again. Schroeder passes to Drummond. Caldwell Pope trying to break free, and it's Drummond missing. Jazz trail by 7. And here is O'Neal. Passes it to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
All right, here's a look at stats for Gobert. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 16 points a game, 13 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we talk about players getting hot offensively. He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Lakers leading by 7. Here's Schroeder. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Shoots over Schroeder. Conley's shot is off.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Then for the Jazz, Davis is checked in for Gobert. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly
And now, it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Pass to Conley. Back to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Clarkson. The Lakers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. The shot, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. O'Neal up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Conley. Banked in off the glass. Conley's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
Oh, I love the intensity Conley plays with. It's what allows him to overcome aggressive defense like that right there.
Unloads from 13. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. He feeds it to Clarkson. And the basket is good. Clarkson's got 10 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to Caruso. And Drummond kicks to Davis. He dishes it to Schroeder. To the inside. And they double up James. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
Knocks it loose. Outside, Davis. Nice ball movement by Utah. O'Neal dishes to Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Conley. With some arc, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And Davis puts it in.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Jazz trail by 11. Utah calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
For Bogdanovich. Ingles passes to Clarkson. Pass to O'Neal. Down low. Pass to Clarkson. From outside the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And Davis throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here is Conley. He has 6. There's the dish to Clarkson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one misses.
former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
Wasted no time on that one. Kuzma's got 5 now.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. I mean, his size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickets.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Jazz trail by 15. Pass to O'Neal. And here is Ingles. Conley up top. Now O'Neal. The pass to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the three-point bomb. Clarkson's got 9 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
And they double up James. Passes it to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, and it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
Caruso, the pass to Davis. Kuzma outside. But they recover it. Drummond finds James. Now here's Kuzma. Ingles covering. Caruso nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
An all-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
Clarkson passes to Davis. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Conley. That one doesn't drop. Good D by LeBron.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lakers leading by 19. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Joe Ingles is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Moutier. And it's Davis in at the 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting from Los Angeles, Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That's good as he hits both of his shots. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael
Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on the contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
Royce O'Neal. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. Both shots good from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. LeBron passes to Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Clarkson kicks to Ingles. Clarkson against Caldwell Pope. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been Kevin. This interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. LeBron outside. Pass to Drummond. Kuzma outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Pass to Clarkson. Back to O'Neal. On the wing, Ingles. The feed to Moutier. 6 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's the pass to Ingles. LeBron against Moutier. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Drummond.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Kuzma kicks to James. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. So I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone, and if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And the Jazz call time here. Gasol's check in for Andre Drummond. Markieff Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. And Quinn Cook subbed in for James. Now, here's Moutier. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Utah called for the foul. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. And he's good on the second. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Moutier pass to Williams-Goss. Another miss by Utah.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Moutier following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
It's Bradley on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Niang's got his first bucket in this one.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Here is Cook. Kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game. And even if you go to Marshallonis, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki. And that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence. But I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top. Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Morris outside, passes to Kuzma. The turnaround jumper. That one rolling around and rims out.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Here's Williams-Goss. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. The Jazz shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Tucker, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want, because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates, because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing. That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Niang. Here's Williams-Goss. Pass to Niang. All sorts of time. The rebound by Cook.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Here's Caruso. Misses the layup.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Here's Tucker. Rebound the Lakers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Bradley. Here's Williams-Goss. Here's Niang. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Marc Gasol. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Take a break.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we've won league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens, because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Ed Davis is checked in for Moutier. shoots the second from the line. Here's Caruso. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cook. Offline with his 3. Tucker with the ball. Trying to get open is Davis. A nice shot by Tucker. Here is Cook. Pass to Morris. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Williams-Goss following the 3 by the Lakers. Unloads from 13, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And there's the pass to Caruso. Back to Cook. Taken away. And now Utah, fast break. Lets a floater go. Here's Davis. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Morris. LA has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Gasol looking around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Free throw drops for Gasol.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
It's tipped. They get it back. Jones kicks to Gasol. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cook. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Davis.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Good on both. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Cook, the pass to Jones. Now here's Gasol. Shoots over Bradley. And again, the Lakers no good. Here's Williams-Goss. He's guarded by Dudley. Stolen by Dudley. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gasol inside, guarded by Bradley. It's Gasol missing. Now here's Tucker. He's tightly guarded. Caruso grabs the miss. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did, come out of that timeout and never look back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.